Welcome back to another Christian lifestyle vlog, and this one is called Interrupted by Sin. It will be short, sweet and simple because I'm on my way out with friends and family to have something to eat together. And I just want to tell you, anytime you want to live for God, you will be interrupted by sin. You see, it's the job of the enemy to use some type of sin in his vast array of endless negativity and sinful situations in order to get us to live a sinful life. Now, if you want to do good, St. Paul said, the good that I want to do, I can't do it. I always find myself falling back. Basically, that's what he said. And so you want to realize that every time you decide to live for God, there will be at least one sin, one weakness, something that is unholy, unrighteous. It will seem to stick to your life, okay? This is very hard to get rid of. You can't get rid of this by yourself. When St. Paul tried to get rid of this, God told him, my grace is sufficient for thee. You have to move under the grace of God. That's one. Number two, there is no condemnation for those that are in Christ Jesus. None. Okay. However, it's very difficult when we find ourselves being interrupted by the same sin, the same weakness, the same negativity on a recurring basis. This makes us feel foolish, sound foolish. Okay. It makes us have and move in a sense of condemnation, and it makes us just want to give up living for God and walking with God altogether. I can tell you this, I've been down this road many times in my life. Okay, sometimes it's multiple sin, but in this case I just want to be generous and let you know that it might be just one, but one is enough to take you to hell. If you don't get over it, it can drag you down to the bottomless pit of a place called hell. Because what happened is you will have to live under Christ's guidance and the grace of Christ, and every single day when it comes to that sin. Number two, when you know that sin is always coming to interrupt you, it comes when you least expect it. Maybe God has an intention to give you a breakthrough in some area of your life. That sin will show up first because the devil wants to rob you of that breakthrough that he sees coming. Because remember, in the spiritual realm, everything is legalistic. Nothing can't be done without the legal framework. Okay, that is why when the devil wanted to touch Job and there was no fault that could be found in Job's life, okay, he had to go with the sons of God before God and challenge God to give him permission to touch Job once and twice, because he had to do it within the legalistic framework. Okay, that is why when you are supposed to be living the beautiful life and you find yourself with sudden obstacles and temptations with reference to a weakness, a sin that keeps recurring, or some sins, the same sin, the same story keep popping up in your life once, twice, 2 million times, and you just can't seem to get this monkey off your shoulder. That's because the devil has done a research on you and I, and he knows that this is what works, and he won't let go. He knows that has been working in our lives, so he continues to use and play that trump card. Okay, why would he go for something new? Why would he go back to the drawing board? He uses the same thing. Okay, and many times we fall for it because we are weak, and when we try to serve Christ in our own strength and look and sound good and feel good and put on a spirit and an ambience and a representation of being self-righteous and we are so holy, that is when the devil laughs, and that's when the devil comes back again with the same old sin of yesteryear to interrupt your situation, your holy walk and your walk of reverence and your walk of love for Jesus Christ. he comes to interrupt us over and over again. And he uses one element that I was taught about in the military, and this is called the element of surprise. When a force wants to attack another force, a country, another country, okay, a platoon, another platoon, they always go for the element of surprise, because it was the element of surprise cause you to overpower and overcome your enemy, because you caught them off balance. They were not ready. Well, it's the same thing with the enemy. The devil, he uses the element of surprise. He comes when you least expect it, and he brings back that same weakness that you and I thought that we had gotten rid of. For example, if you had a drinking problem, he will bring it back. If you had a lusting problem, he will bring it back. If you had a problem with grudge and hate, he will bring it back. If you have a problem with distrust and mistrust, he will bring it back. But he knows when to bring it back, because you see, he's been operating on this earth for thousands of years against human beings. And so he studies every single individual. So when a person is born in this world and they're just about 50 years old, that's nothing in comparison to the knowledge that the devil has with regards to the human behavior, the psychology of human behavior. The devil knows all of these things. The devil knows that we are creatures of habit. Okay, so if you don't stick to God and you don't hold on and cleave to God no matter what, even in your weakness, I can tell you sometimes that when I started walking back with Christ again and decided that this would be my journey until I leave the face of planet Earth at the end of my days here, I made that decision. But I found out that some certain mindset didn't want to leave me alone. The type of things that I went through in life and I was used to, and I was trying to break free from, these are called strongholds. Okay, and you know, Jesus gives us the power to pull down these strongholds, and so you have to deliver these things to Christ and bring them to the foot of the cross of Christ, so that you can be able to overcome these strongholds. You can't overcome these strongholds by yourself. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you that sin pattern, being interrupted by sin, comes one from the enemy when you least expect it. You thought you got rid of it. Years pass, a decade pass, 2 decades, and one day a beautiful woman turns right up into your doorstep, and next thing you know, she is in your condo or in your apartment with you. You had that problem long ago with adultery, with fornication, and the devil found a way to reach you again. He is interrupting your relationship, your desire to have a relationship with God, because he knows that if he can get you to fall back to that, then you will be open again. The hedge of protection will be broken from around you, like that had to be moved from around Job with God's permission. Job had a hedge of protection around him because he walked upright with God and he held on to his integrity, and he was a man that eschewed evil and he did good with his life. And everyone that does that are children of God and accept Jesus in their life. And you find out that the devil is out to break that hedge of protection. He has to interrupt your relationship with God, and he has to do it with the sin of old. And if those sin of old don't work, he will bring something new that he thinks will work based on his studies and proven case studies that he have effectively used on strong human beings before that has even walked with God. And that is why you notice that people that are preachers, you find that sudden you find them in a huge scandal. Or people that are in ministry, all of a sudden it bursts open, because what is in the darkness will come to the light. I want to thank you for watching. My queen is here. Hello. Have our friends arrived?
Not yet.
Not yet. They're lost.
They got lost.
So, and then they have our daughter. So that's not good news, because their daughter is with our daughter along with them. So we're waiting for them to go and have something to eat. Thank you for watching this message. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, okay, that you always want to be of a cognizant mind, an awareness that this strategy is the only strategy that the enemy can use against us. If you are aware and you are in anticipation mode all the time, and you are vigilant. That's the word, the key word. Walking sober-mindedly and being vigilant, okay, and always walking in that relationship with God. That means you will see it coming, and then you got two choices. You can stand up and fight it, and that's not the wise one. To flee is the wise one. Joseph flew from sin, okay. Many people in the Bible did it. You have to flee from it, or else it will overpower you, because it was designed to overpower you. So you can't deal with confrontation. You have to deal with diversion, okay, or redirection in some way, shape, or form, okay. And that's the way you deal with this. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. We're going to eat now. Going to see you from the Piazza di Dottore Costanzo. Catuano. How you pronounce that? Catuano. Okay. Thank you so much. Relax. Come on, sit down. We're gonna relax and wait, and then we'll be going out for dinner. Okay? Make sure you listen to what I'm telling you, because I have experience, okay? More than 50 years, 53 years of experience. And I've been through some serious situations. Thank you for watching. That's your bonus. Have an amazing day.
Sì, c'era traffico.
And we'll see you in another one soon. Bye.